I glanced out the window at the open shrine, sitting quietly under the sunlight. Bisilu Maramma. In Kannada, Bisilu simply means sunlight. My mother used to tell me about the terrible plague of 1898 that swept through the old Pete. Back then, scared families gathered here in open air, seeking the goddess's protection and healing under the hot sun. Looking at the identical alcoves and symmetrical idols today, I'm reminded of how deeply rooted our ancestors' faith was during the time of crisis. Today, the car honks, people rush past with their eyes glued to screen, and nobody stops to look. The city moves so fast, but this little open air sanctuary stands still, guarding the same memories it did 100 years ago. As the meter drops and the metallic click takes me straight back to 1962, when I was just a young girl walking barefoot through the damp granite courtyard during the Kadkilai Parishe. Oh, the aroma of freshly roasted groundnuts mixed with the wet earth and incense. Legend says Kempe Gowda built this temple back in 1537 after a wild bull raided the local crops, turning to stone once the farmer pledged their first harvest to Shiva. Inside sits the massive, majestic, monolithic Nandi, perfectly still and serene. Outside the stone gates, modern Bengaluru is a wild wind of honking horns, delivery bikes, and the restless energy. But inside these grounds, the monolith remains unchanged, holding the memories of Sinikahalli safe within its sacred stone walls. As we glide past the thick green canopy and the meter keeps its steady rhythm, my mind drifts to 1970. My grandfather. He was a caretaker in this park, tending to the botanical garden. Back in the 1940s, Sir M. N. Krishna Rao donated 20,000 rupees to create this sanctuary, especially for women and children who had no other outdoor space. As a girl, I would run under the octagonal pavilion while elders sat under the trees, debating politics and literature. The clever city planners left this grand 22.5-acre square right in the middle of the tight grid lines, forcing a sense of open freedom. Even today, as the concrete world tightens around Paswangudi, this green heart keeps us breathing. I wonder if my old friends still come here for their morning walk. As the traffic slowly started to crawl near Gandhi Bazaar main road, the auto driver chuckled and pointed at the long queue spilling onto the pavement outside Vidyarthi Bhavan. I can't help but smile. I remember standing in that very line in 1968 with my college friends, giggling and clutching our pocket money. Venkat Ramana Mural opened it in 1943 to feed affordable meals to nearby students, but it became the beating heart for writers, thinkers, and artists. Decades have passed, the city around it has exploded, but that rich smell of ghee and gold crown benne masala dosa hasn't changed one bit. As the meter stops, I step out into the sensory overload of Gandhi Bazaar, a place born out of the 1898 plague when authorities built wide extensions to clear the overcrowded city. I walk down the DVG road, surrounded by vibrant mounds of fresh jasmine, marigolds, and spices. Yet my eyes clash with shiny new storefronts, tangled overhead wires, and white topped roads. The traditional streetscapes I grew up with is fighting for space against modern commerce and clutter. But as I inhale the familiar fragrance of fresh flowers mixed with damp earth, I realize that despite the noise and the constant change, the soul of Baswantguri still thrives in these crowded lanes.